What's up? It's early in the morning, and so my videos aren't the best. Sometimes it could be a good time in the day. My video could not be the best. But I've just been busy, and I said getting around October, I'm gonna be a little busy where some of my reviews are going to be late. And we're certainly reviewed that a movie that I did not care to see that me and my little one walked out on was Transformer 1 or something. Yeah, I'll probably at some point go over that story, but I just don't want to do that now because I have other things I want to do. But yeah, we walked out of that movie, Transformers 1, and we actually, first movie I ever done with them, we actually walked in without paying anything. I said, we're gonna try to walk in this movie, and I'm gonna tell you what my little one said when I said that to him, and it's actually an interesting thing, and so I might just do like a little separate video about that at some point. Just talk about nothing really, but so anyway, I kind of done a video, and I think it's my video title is Jeremy a Single Racist Loser or something, where I talk about Adam Does Movies as I seen his review for this movie or something, and then later he pops up again. I want to do that video the day he did that video, so I'm probably like 3 days late because I just been busy. I've been wanting to do the video, so I don't have everything fresh of things I wanted to say, but who cares? It's not an important topic for me anymore or care. It was never actually an important topic, but I want to talk about, do a reaction to his video, right? So what I would say is when I saw that video of him doing a response to, I guess, people called him a lefty or something or whatever. I thought to myself, was like, so your last video almost made 1 million views, so you wanted to do another video, huh? To get the more, get into the views thing or something like that. But I just looked at it getting this set up, and it looked like he only made 18,000. I swear I saw him had like 800,000 views one time, for that. And I don't know, I'm looking at, going through this, so 18,000. So I guess good thing I double checked that before doing the video. I didn't really double check it. I was looking for this video to do reaction to. And like me, different than me, Adam Does Movies, dumb comments just get blocked. I've been through that. I never done videos like responding to comments. Like I said, I don't know if you're a 6-year-old kid. I don't know if you're a person that lives with your parents. I don't respond to just comments on YouTube. I don't use comments as examples or proof to explain, they're trying to attack Jeremy or some whatever kind of thing that the hate channels use. They use comments, and then I kind of, show that example. I imagine their whole channel is their proof about anything. It's some kind of comment that they made on YouTube themselves, or some comment they found, I guess, supposedly found, but let me pause real quick. But I will say is like my video that's titled, if Trump wins 2024, I will delete my channel. I did say on there, I said, I didn't want to say this in the beginning because I know I like to see what everything I predict happen. And what happened, and I said, if I didn't explain that in that video, that this is not my real hair, I got so many comments trying to attack me, thinking that this is my real hair. It's just a lot of comments that's thinking that this is my real hair, and it's almost the mop thing. Like, your hair looks like a mop. Oh, that's why you got mop on your head. And I'm like, and for a while, I never actually thought that, when people were saying that, I thought they were clearly knew that this wasn't my hair. So only comments I've made on any of these videos where I talk about these hate channels, whatever this dumb movie's called, is people's like, man, your hair looks sick, man. Or the other one thinking my hair looks cool. How do I get my hair like that? But besides that, people try to spam that. It says, no, his hair looks like it has been washed in 20 years. Just block them. And they're trying to respond to the comment. Any comments able to make it on my on the video, and there are only 2 comments or something, or 3 or 4 or something. But most of them, like I said it's the same 2 comments that, besides those, are the things I brought up in the video. But anyways, so I'll say some of Adam Does Movies real quickly, since I don't really have any videos about him on this channel. I've talked about him before. And he was the only YouTuber I've ever subscribed to, because he seemed like a legit, person that not trying to fit in and just likes to review movies. And then what made him unsubscribe him is I saw biases in him when it came to Batman v Superman. I want to get this, fast forward through so I got other things to do and I can hit play in this video because I'm just going to just comment for sure that he said in his videos and it's not important to me. But, and I just want to say something because there's certain things that I noticed about like YouTubers that are clearly in a one race group. People who hang out one color, date one color, like bars, one clubs, movies, and shows that star one color. A group, if you're someone of color, you don't want to hang around people like that because you'll never be their true friend. I was attacking him on one of them, besides his dumb review for Batman v Superman, is his big fat black friend that wears all black. You can go to his Batman v Superman review, and he has a fat black friend who wears all black and a chain. I remember I was thinking, dude, you guys don't even, there's no way you guys are friends, dude. Just stop playing, dude, because there's certain people like Shin Talk About, where I think for Shin Talk About his walking out theater review for The Little Mermaid, you see this black kid and this other white kid, and they're like agreeing with him, but you can tell like they have like a noticeable disability while they're behind him, agreeing with him, going, yeah. And then I think it's a Little Mermaid, and I did a video about that. It's like, yeah, that's just wrong, dude. That's just wrong. And the thing is and then another one I have seen him do a video with a black guy. As a black guy is like, you guys just are not matching. And I think he had like weird, like crooked teeth. And I went to his video. He wasn't a very viewed person at all or something. And it was just like, there's no way you guys are friends. And I never see them, I never see him around that person again. It just, and I explained, when it came to the Little Mermaid thing is I have gone to, movies with people with disabilities and several times, same person several times, but I would never use them for a review because they would agree with me with anything I say. And that's what Shin Talk what seemed like he's doing. Adam does movies. I'm just like, you guys are not matching. Why? As in the kind of blacks that we're all black. I don't even hang out with those kind of people. I'm not saying like they're thuggers or anything. They just have no, just why wear all black when you're black? It's just no common sense. And being a bigger guy and all that, and the fact that Adam does movie thinking Lord of the Rings is like his favorite movie, and he said it's his girl's favorite movie. It's like, dude, you have no friends of color, dude. Because Lord of the Rings are not really good movies, and the CGI looks really bad now for Lord of the Rings. But anyways, and it's just goofy kind of shit. So like sliding on the bow and arrow guy sliding on the elephant, like, what's his name? The Flintstones, whatever they're called, or sliding down the tail. It's just dumb shit. It's just like turn off your brain crap. It's just like turn off your brain movie will never be anywhere in my top 10 favorite movies. So, anyways, I'm talking about completely turn off your brain. Just like, why do I need my brain for this? So, but anyways, I've been seeing that black guy commonly walking out theaters with him. I guess they are friends. But at that time, I was like, nah, dude. No, nothing's adding up. And I forgot to mention the little thing where he's like, his black friend was like saying, and that Martha thing. And then 30 seconds later, he goes, yeah, man. And also that Martha thing. Just like people, that is someone so trying to fit in. Someone is so trying to fit in because in the real world, no one talks about the Martha thing like it's a problem. The things that people criticize on YouTube is not something how people talk in the real world. There's a lot of things that you don't want to concentrate, repeat off what you see on social media because people would think there's something wrong with you and like woke or anything. I've never heard that in the real world. And if I say that someone in the real world, they will have no clue what I'm talking about. And I definitely don't want to try to explain what that would mean. I don't use the word. I don't believe in whatever. It doesn't exist to me in the real world. It's for retards. But anyways, for any example to bring it up, it's just what you see on social media. But anyway, but yeah, he got unsubscribed because I felt like it's just like he just seems so much like social media, like not using his own mind. And I just figure in other dumb movies he said were really good, that were really bad. It's like obviously bad movies that I knew not to see in theaters. I fast forward through Babylon. It's called Babylon, where that dumb shit was about peeing in some guy's face and whatever. Anyways, let's get started. So, so let's get started. And let me tell you the problem about him. just by not seeing the movie. Don't need to. And the thing is, he done this for this movie called Sounds of Freedom, where he had to like talk about the people that are attacking him for not liking the movie. It's like, dude, they're same attacks as the same thing. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry before we get started. When I saw this, I was like, I kind of went through a mock video. It says, they're attacking Adam Dust Movies for not liking a movie. They're attacking him. They're trying to cancel him. They're trying to cancel him for not liking a movie. You know, that kind of like weird shit. I just thought it'd be kind of like fun to do. But I decided, nah, I have better things to do. There's another one I wanted to use too in a way. It's like, you know, in that kind of same scenario, for not liking a movie or something. You know, I think the other scenario, I can't remember what it was. I think it's anytime Jeremy does not like a movie or like a movie, I can like search for comments. It says, this person says Jeremy's wrong. You're trying to cancel him. You're like, yeah, you're going to get criticism for not liking a movie or liking a movie, no matter what. But for a hate group, they are just more crazy or whatever.
Reviewed the film Am I Racist? A film featuring Matt Walsh absolutely destroying and dissecting DEI grifters,
Oh, I learned that something about, you can look it up, I think this video is titled Why Right-Wingers or Conservative or Republicans are Obsessed with DEI. That's something you gotta be on social media to know. And I remember I kept getting comments on the videos about this movie that I did not go see. And it kept talking about DEI. I just made me block it. The second I saw DEI, block. You know, it was just like something told me, like it's kind of like a common thing. Like I said, I can block people within 3 words, even if they leave me a long paragraph, because stupid people, they just all talk the same. Some are DI. And so I don't even like seeing DI. Like same as like, well, block, you know, just like, it just seems like something that retards say. So, yes. So I knew it where it started at. You know, something about trying to say that about the president. That's my understanding where it started at. Not president, I'm sorry. The vice president, Kamala. But I didn't know the trend that was keep going on because I don't watch hate channels. So I didn't know it was like a certain thing that they're saying like, woke, you know, those things. So I just, yeah. So that's something that I was saying.
White folks, things of that ilk. My review
and the things I talk about is in my videos about when I had Jeremy the title, where I say these things that this guy shows up where he's talking about he goes to certain groups. You got to put research to find these groups, and that's why it's just not relatable to people, because it's like normal people have never seen these kind of people before. So it's kind of like, if you purposely put yourself around idiots in a way that people that we have not seen before, like Trump supporters, go to Trump supporter rally, it's still, you can see the comedy out of it because they're dumb. But this kind of thing is just like, you have never seen. Like Trump supporters, you expect them to be this dumb, you know? But this is kind of like, chances of finding people like that's just like doing like some real research, you know? Like I have seen Trump supporters and seen how they talk, you know, how Trump has never been wrong or something. I've seen that kind of attitude. But this is kind of like, chances of seeing that is just kind of like, I don't know, or care. So I don't know what kind of group, I don't care. It's not important to me. That's why Bruno is more successful of just being like, oh, I've seen these kind of people before so many times, you know, and blah, blah. I didn't like Borat.
Mixed results. Some people thought I went in very unbiased and very fair. Others said I had a chip on my shoulder and I was going to give this a bad review no matter what. And a few went as far as to say I was paid to give this thing a negative review.
Yeah, that's typical. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the same thing that you got when you did a response for Sounds of Freedom. It's going to be the same, you know, talking points of nonsense. And like I said, now they can get blocked within 3 words.
And if
I already know what they're
going
to say.
Tuning into this video, I'll talk slower. But this is the internet after all, where we have to double dip if anything has any sort of traction.
Oh, so okay, I never noticed that. You say so he's double dipping, yeah. So I want to explain the difference with me is I don't double dip because I don't get paid off of YouTube. I just do YouTube videos for fun, like a hobby, a small little hobby of mine, and I really need to go. I did another video because there's certain things I have never mentioned, and this is a time I can mention it about when they put, when it comes to hate stuff, you always see these things where you have black people reaction or black girl's reaction, a black girl, or I almost said the same thing, or black guy's reaction, or black, and they'll just like, they feel like that's when those kind of people come in. And when they're going to review like The Little Mermaid, and they're going to speak hate, they're going to say the black guy's reaction, the black girl's reaction, where we can clearly tell that you're black from your thumbnail. It's just like there's something that they feel like when they're going to speak hate, this is, they're used to not knowing how to leave a title without putting like black person for Trump. That's what they're used to when they're trying to fit in. So they just copy off of each other because they are dumb. All right, it's black.
We are with a spoiler video. I'm going to go into detail as to what worked and what didn't, and there's not going to be any preamble after this. Let's begin. I'm joking. Just subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing here, if you want to hear about movie reviews, commentary, things of that. And he's pretty much targeting the left exclusively on this. You see, in America, there's Republicans and there's Democrats. Each one of them determine if he
is... the thing is, what I see is wrong by him, I would say, is he's targeting the left. Like I said, I don't believe in labels. I don't really like talk to someone that says, you're the left or you're the right. I explain like there's people that call themselves these labels, but they're not calling themselves these labels. It's kind of odd to give them the label because it almost feels like, it's like how, idiots, back in the day, they gave blacks, they gave them a label that starts with an N. Whatever you want to call it. You want to call it a label or not, but it's just like, you're just coming up with your own thing. And they're not actually calling themselves that, then it's kind of like weird to mention things like that, but that's for idiots. But he is, like I said, I had him subscribed, but he kind of seemed like an idiot at certain points.
Or isn't. It's more so pointing out the fact that there's a lot of grifting going on, and he's pretty much targeting the left exclusively on this. You see, in America, there's Republicans and there's Democrats. Each one of them brings the...
maybe he means like he's targeting the left as in like people who are not like people call themselves the right wing and conservative and all that. And he's just trying to target like a different side of people who believe in labels. I don't believe in labels. It's fine if you want to believe in labels. I kind of feel like you're an idiot, but he's just saying that not targeting left as in the people he's going after, just like, trying to offend or whatever, targeting as in the opposite people or something. And the thing is, it's just more for people who call themselves conservative for the right, because no one else is going to really see this movie as you see what is made. It could make, I was hoping it would make over like 7 million, because that means it makes more money than my favorite movie, The Raid, or The Raid 2. And I don't like movies dumb movies going past The Raid and Raid 2, but then no movie will be like profitable. It's just sad just thinking about The Raid 2, The Raid 1, the best movies ever. And
brings their own flavors to the table. The Democrats are always going off about how racism is everywhere, around every corner. The cops.
Yeah, this is something like, I think he's like, what I'm trying to say is I think he's trying to be fair, because he said the Democrats are trying to say there's racism everywhere, and I don't know what he's going to say about people so called conservative. He said, because I'm going by what I have noticed is I'm not any of these labels, but I didn't know that people call themselves conservative, right-wing, Republican, their whole view is everything's anti-white. I don't know if that's what he's going to say, but I said their main focus on hate channels is people are anti-white. And I don't know if that's what he's going to say, but what he's saying about what he says the Democrats, I don't really see that about racism, that like everyone's racist. So I think he's just trying to be fair, which makes him kind of dumb to me. People are trying to be fair and not really speaking facts is dumb to me, but whatever.
Each one of them brings their own flavors to the table. The Democrats are always going off about how racism is everywhere, around every corner, the cops.
No, I've never seen that before, ever. So... oh, yeah, I think you said, and all the cops are racist, and that's more people who call themselves conservative right-wing. If I say this person's racist, or something like, or Blair Larson says she's tired of critics always being one skin color and being males. He's like, she hates all white men. She hates all white men. And she's talking about, did I say criticism? I hope I said critics. You know, so like, or saying like this cop's racist. People call so conservative, right wing, whatever. You know, I'm like going again. They'll say he said all cops, all white cops, or something. All. They'll say all. They'll think you're saying all. They'll put in your head you're saying all. You know, they always do that. So I think he's about saying they think all cops are racist, and that means like, yeah, you're trying to be fair, and you're not talking any sense. Because I'm pretty sure no person running for anything as a Democrat is going to say all cops. Well, let's see what he says. I'm sorry.
Each one brings their own flavors to the table. The Democrats are always going off about how racism is everywhere, around every corner. The cops are evil, things like that.
And the thing is, I think it's kind of interesting is the only person I know that's ever said defund the police was actually Trump. He's the only person that said that. And people who call themselves right wing have said that about, I think it's because January 6th, and they were thinking the police were the enemies or something. But whatever.
That's the playbook. And on the right, it's illegal immigrants are coming in and they're killing our women and, you know, doing unspeakable acts to the children and taking every job on the planet. Both sides are going to fearmonger, and they're going to capitalize on those fears.
This fearmonger is not what I have seen when people call themselves Democrats or left wing, whatever side. I've never seen that.
We're talking about exclusively DEI hires, anti-racism movement, and he's going to enter sections. There's also otherwise I'll get.
I don't try to be fair by videos.
It's kind of like a.
I speak truth. It's a difference. But I understand. I know there are people who try to be fair, but you lose that person.
That is very dry in this whole movie, and that I guess is a big problem I have with it. He's not playing a character so much as he's just kind of himself. So this humor is exclusive to the conversations he gets in and the dumb things that people say. And believe me, they say plenty of stupid things. I found myself chuckling here and there, but there is a really slow pace to it, and that was a problem.
Yeah, I know I was gonna. But the thing is, I'm trying to get to the part where he thinks like certain things are funny, like the parts where he gets. I'm trying to get to the part where he says this part was funny to me. I was like, that's only funny to an idiot, and that's really the whole point of me wanting to do this video. Now explain why it's only funny to an idiot.
Crediting me for some reason was I said it was very polished. Oh, the movie,
I'm fast forward that.
You know, Gorilla Man on the Street.
But I do get that. If it's very polished, usually, and the way it means it is acting. It's like something's not real here. Very polished. It means there's something scripted here. You know, just walk in the room, the camera's already in there or something. That means, yeah, there is gonna be, you know, and one thing is I do notice he doesn't talk about, even though I've not seen it, but it's been very rare of, you know, from people who speak actually truth, it is edited in a way. Like these conversations went on for 5 hours, but it's edited down to like 3 minutes. That means this is just not gonna work for me. No, that means there's something up. Even through Bruno, I can always see that there's something up. but not, when he was with the people in the camouflage with the guns. I felt real, but at the same time, I'm like, this can't be real. Or the UFC fight, it's just like, that's not polished, whatever this is going. It's just like.
They look the same.
I'm talking about the ones that made me laugh the most. When he says, something about the stars make you think of all the hot guys in the world. And then it had this big long pause, and the longer the pause was, the harder you laugh, harder I laugh, and the theater laugh. It was good in the theaters.
There's no differentiating the two. It would bring you into the film more. It would make it more realistic and steady for audiences. It's not going to be as believable. That's what I'm getting at when I say.
So I think he's still trying to be fair, because what he needs to say is it is scripted. It's not believable. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my minds feel like, He said he's just trying to be fair. Says, no, I don't want to call it fake. I don't want to say this person's edited in a certain way to seem a certain way. He's just trying to say, it's just not going to be believable. Like, wink, wink, it's not believable. That's what I feel like, because he feels like he's already started out like, dude, you're just trying to be fair and not being truthful. I don't hold back when I, do my things. I don't bullshit. I don't do any of that.
It's really well produced.
I got better things to do than bullshit.
It feels manufactured. It feels disingenuous. There's a scene later.
That means because it is. If it feels that way, looks that way, it is, most likely. Not always, but most likely, you better bet it is. I would say. Because I said somewhere out there, I bet it is. And that's why I always got to put that, because I don't believe in the word all. Even though the people call us conservative, think you're always saying all, and blah, blah, blah. Which
This is the perfect example where Matt Walsh goes to a small town bar. It's got confetti.
I don't care about this part.
But great things to say about his fellow black man. The film is very one note as far as the humor goes as well.
And someone start doing that, says, people, I'll let you know right now, I don't believe in race, and but whatever, I'm not going to sit there and talk about how whites or Asian have been so great, and there's going to be something scripted. Because normal people don't think that way, and I passed the part where I went to Verena, where it was the number one thing. It's kind of like a Dune, where Dune, where he said the people or the family were riding on a worm. And I already knew not to see the movie anyways, but that was a big hint that this is a complete turn off your brain movie. For this movie, he said, and it hit me, I wish I know I passed it, where it starts out with him buying coffee and he's wondering if it's racist. He said, "Who's the F thinks that way?" I already was notified by that, even though a movie I wasn't going to see in the first place, that's his comedy. That told you dodged that movie, because who thinks that way? And he said, "Who the F thinks that way?" I missed that point, and I'm annoyed that I missed that point, because that is like, yes. I mean, I should not have to say that myself. It's just like, that with me is like, it's kind of like The Sounds of Freedom. The guy backing up in the chair because he seen that guy when I was not really fast forward, but watched the beginning on Max or whatever it was. And I just said, oh, I'm good. I don't want to see anymore. Just something that's just like not even, like, it's not possible. Especially this skinny guy walking in for Sounds of Freedom, walking in his room, this guy's back in the chair. Oh my gosh, it's him. The guy can't act. Oh my gosh, him. Skinny dude.
Walsh going to a place, he sits into the conversation, he asks a couple basic questions to kind of like...
No one just starts having a conversation like that on the table. Same as the guy talking about, my friend came up to me and said that we need to apologize to black people. The chances of that is never. It's just, no, it won't make any sense. You have to have somebody with a mental problem.
Like, okay, he asked a basic question. The woman or whoever doesn't know how to respond in any sort of a sane way, so you kind of laugh at how stupid it is. But then there's like a
people. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I really do, because I got other things I gotta do. But I just want to get into the point. I'll try to get to it, because I want him to explain this story about. I think I seen a clip of it, where a woman was saying that she like, what if her daughter wants to be Milana or whatever the color princesses, and I think something about paint your kids. You gotta paint your kids or something. And a normal person will be like, a normal person, I'm saying. So you got to find these groups somewhere, because it's not in reality. Immediately would just say something like, my kid is like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know where to fit this. I keep forgetting that my kid is white. I keep forgetting that, because I had this whole knot in my stomach of the racism he's going to have to go through, and I explained to him these things. And the thing is, but the point is, I keep wanting to say, my kid is dressed up as Spider-Man, dresses up as Miles, the Spider-Man. He dresses up as any person he wants. Usually when I want to use that example, he dressed up as Spider-Man, Superman, all that. But he's white, so what I'm saying, but it doesn't matter. So I want to try to explain. I don't feel like he needs to change his skin color to dress up with who? No one thinks that. So many kids dress up as all their favorite superheroes, and they don't feel like they need to change their skin color. People know who you are by your costume. White kid can dress up as Black Panther it's just, no one maybe thinks, man, how can my kid dress up as Black Panther if he's white, and not offend someone? How can he do it? I mean, do I need to paint his face? No one thinks that. They body costume leave. No one thinks that. My kid's white, and I actually was thinking about trying to get him to like Black Adam. He wanted the costume, but we ended up not getting it. But I'm not going to think of, how can we change it? Even though Black Adam, I think he's been white and black in a comic book, whatever, I don't care. But I'm saying this, no one thinks that way. They just buy the costume. And he was saying, hey, he saw how that was funny. But really, I was just being annoyed because I was thinking this is a really dumb conversation because no one was sitting there like say to me is like, man, I want my little one to dress up as Blade, but do I need to paint him? You know, as in like someone white tell me that, and I'm like, do I need to paint him? It'd be kind of like you might be threatened because it'd be the same as you walking up to me, like I explained that video, where this guy saying his white friend wants him and his friend go apologize to black people. It'd be like, play that out and see what happens. It doesn't do that. Walk up to a group of black people and tell them apologize for all your privileges and what happened to their ancestors. You'd be looked at as if there's something mentally wrong with you and you're trying to start something because you're not making any sense. You've been hanging around too many retarded people to even think that you should ask me how what should I do with my kid? He's this skin color. He wants to dress up as this. You will look very stupid, and to not to be aware of that, there is something wrong with you, or you're trying to start something. Yes, it's just not likely, and it's just kind of like, what the f am I watching? Should I? Is me ordering black coffee? Does that make me racist? Just saying that to someone, it was just like, what's the joke? I mean, you're trying to. I mean, it was just like, you know, you just look at him. I mean, a black person just look at you. You said to him, he was just like, do we gotta like throw hands? Like why are you saying that to me personally? Because that just sounds dumb as hell in the first place. But you picked me to say that to. It's just like you're starting something, you know. But anyways, I gotta go. Anyways, I'm sorry, but yeah, I just want to go over like certain things he saw would be funny. But in reality, the chances of these conversations are unlikely. It'd be like, and it's not funny because it's not relatable. That's why I said Bruno. It's relatable. It's just like talking about gay shit around people with guns that wear camouflage. You just have inspection. You don't. It's kind of like walking in UFC fights or kissing another too. Man, it's just like, I just want to talk about Bruno more than this movie. Just talking about the part when they're punching each other and he spits out blood before they start kissing. I'm like, so they're really punching each other? It's just kind of like whatever. But or going to a priest that doesn't do gay marriage and then bring up your black son. To me, it doesn't look scripted to me. I know this term. I will say what I thought was scripted. When he goes into these, I forgot what these shows are called. Like I would say Oprah, even though I forgot what this show's called. Where they're always fighting Jerry Springer or something. Was he in Jerry Springer? I don't remember. And then he had these Photoshop this black kid in a pool of guys. It's like, there's no way this audience cannot tell that this has to be scripted. There's no way this audience cannot tell that this is Photoshop. And there's another one I thought this is fake. I don't remember what it was, but I was thinking it's not possible. It's not possible for them. But that was the number one thing I sit there thinking, I know some of it has to be fake, and that was one of them, so it all can't be real, but the favorite two was the UFC fight and the camouflage guys with the guns. Those were like, I believe that these are real and these are actually had me. It was the last movie I've ever went to the floor laughing so hard. I actually, in the theater room, the person had to move their legs because I couldn't hold in to laugh. And I went to the floor laughing so hard because I want to be laughing. Probably, I don't know why I went to the floor. It was just like, I don't want to be like laughing in someone's ear. But it was the last movie I went to the floor laughing so hard when I couldn't hold in the laugh. But anyways, peace, I gotta go. I know someone can edit a video when I'm talking about this movie to put like, I'll say something about the sounds, not sounds for whatever it's called, movie, and then they'll edit or put, it's the first movie, so they'll took a 5-hour video and turn it to a 4-minute thing. And that's what you call like editing shit, where things are just don't really look real. All right, peace, gotta go.